Hola, mi Bisshhs, 'tis I, Clois, aka Manny Bish, over on Instagram, and today we are going to be doing a all black mani with At Midnight from iGel Beauty. Me trying to turn it over. I had powder in the lid, apparently. But this is going to be a beginner friendly video or if you just need tips and tricks on how to prevent staining when it comes to black dip powder, because we all know that it is a bitch to clean up after and everything like that. So first of all, even using, dip liquids, my first recommendation when using black is to do the pour over method. Don't dip directly into the jar, because then you are like pressing that powder into your skin and cuticle and everything. But if you pour over, it's just loosely and lightly on there, and it's a lot easier to scrub off when it comes time for that. So that is my first tip. I find that this does help a lot, especially, when you're completely done with your mani and you wash your hands, it just comes off like a breeze. So, because we know, sometimes when you dip into the powder, especially if it's darker and pigmented, more pigmented, it does just press that pigment into your skin, and sometimes it does stain your skin around your nails and your cuticle, and it can stay like that for a few days, even with religiously washing your hands. So, first tip is to pour over. Second tip, I do this in all of my videos anyways, and it is to make sure you are cleaning around your cuticle after you do the powder. You want to take a dotting tool. That's what I used at the beginning, was a very small dotting tool, a toothpick, an orange wood stick, one of these cuticle tools. This one that I use is from Triple D. Anything like that. I think C and Designer Dip sells one as well. You can get just like a water tool, is what it's called. A water dotting tool, a water I'll have one linked below from Amazon. You can get them wherever, but just something that has a small tip to it that allows the dip powder to still remain as close to the cuticle as possible to look like a good mani, but yet still give you the clean cuticle look and just get that, junk out of there when you're doing this. So that way you make sure nothing sticks to your skin, because that can cause lifting if your dip base gets on your skin and then you put the powder over that and let it harden and don't fix it right away. That can cause lifting. So this way, using a cleanup tool of some kind just prevents lifting, but it also, in this situation, will help keep from staining. And this video, sorry guys, I'm getting a little sick. My son has brought home everything. Anyways, this video, it is a little bit longer because I am actually we're going through the details, and it is very beginner friendly. So I'm trying to make sure that every step is pretty much shown. And there are going to be some tips and tricks when it comes to filing with the high pigmentation as well. So it is a little bit longer. Apologize for that, but I hope that you think it's worth it, or you learn something from it, or if you know somebody who's struggling with staining when it comes to dip, send them this video, share it. It will help them and also help me, and I appreciate it. So now I am scrubby brushing. I'm just using my scrubby brush, and I am going in hard on those nails, around and on my skin too, just to try and stay clean and everything, not let the powder just sit there. But you can see here, already it is a little staining on my skin. We do have some black that, we've scrubbied it all off, but it's stained there. So we're going to get to that shortly. But now we're going in with our second layer, And I'm really just trying to focus my liquids just right on top of that black, try and stay inside the lines. It's weird how painting your nails is also kind of like painting or coloring in general, where you want to try and stay inside the lines, and if you don't, you have to try and go back and erase it. You know what I mean? So again, second layer as well, we are pouring over and still cleaning around those cuticles. We're just trying to keep everything in line. I think that for right now, I will let you guys just kind of chill out and watch the remaining part of this, and then I will be back when we get to the next part in just a minute.
I can tell you want me. Turn it up, turn it up. I can show you how. Take it out, take it out. I can tell you want me. Turn it up, turn it up. I can show you how. Take it out, take it out. Tell you want me. Tell you want me. Tell you want me. Tell you. I can tell you want me. Turn it up, turn it up. I can show you how. Take it out, take it out. I can tell you want me. Turn it up, turn it up. I can show you how. Take it out, take it out. I can tell you want me. Turn it up, turn it up. I can show you how. Take it out, take it out. I can tell you want me. Turn it up, turn it up. I can show you how. Take it out, take it out. I can
Alright guys, so I'm just coming back now. I noticed that I didn't mention this earlier. You'll notice that I will do my dip base, pour over, clean around my cuticles, and then I might pour over more powder. And that's just if it's like the powder is starting to absorb really well into the dip liquid, and then I'm starting to see some more wetness shine through. I just pour a little bit more powder on top, make sure that everything is getting fully absorbed in there and that we have good coverage. So that's why pouring over won't do anything. Pouring back over the powder as it's like drying won't do anything to it. The only time I notice an issue in doing anything like that is when it comes to clear, but with actual pigmentation and color, no. And so you'll see me pour back over like this after I've done cleaning my cuticle. So now we're going to put away the color. Scrubby brush. Ooh, I was going to say one last time, but it's not one last time. We're going to be doing it again. Just really trying to get that color off of there, but you're going to see, as you can see now, that we do have some staining going on, but we're going to get there, and I'm going to show you just how easy it is to take care of. So I'm going to go ahead and clear cap the black. Now, you don't have to, it's not like an absolute thing that you have to clear cap your solid colors. I clear cap all of my manis for the most part, unless I'm just like having a wild hair kind of day and I'm like, screw it, I don't need to clear cap. I will clear cap my solid colors as well. Just because I can sometimes be heavy-handed on the file, and I want to try and save the integrity of that color the best that I can. So that's why I go ahead and clear cap all of my colors, whether they are solid or not. So you will see me just go ahead and do this. I'm dipping into the clear. This is also from iGel Beauty. And here's where I'm saying, like, I'm still cleaning around my cuticles and everything with the clear. The clear, I don't know what I was thinking in this particular video, but you can see you want that clear to absorb into the the dip liquid or gel. I don't recommend, never mind. Let's just ignore. We're not talking about gel right now. Okay. You want your clear to absorb into your dip liquid, into your dip base. Now, I don't know what I was thinking for this mani, so do as I say, not as I do. You probably seen on my middle finger that after I dipped it and cleaned it and everything, I dipped back into the clear. I don't recommend double dipping into clear, especially on darker pigmented colors, such as black. So I don't know what I was thinking in my head when I did this, but I did it. So again, do as I say, not as I do. You'll see that I kind of, for the most part, didn't do it again. I did it on my middle finger and then didn't do it again. But just, I don't recommend double dipping in clear on the pigmented colors because it can lead to spotting or freckling, and you'll get the little, what looks like bubbling, but it's actual specks of clear that didn't fully see. Here, I'm going to do it again. I should have just left it alone and let that clear just fully absorb into that, because then that means that you're not going to get that bubbling effect of the clear specks. So, anyways, just dip once into the clear, be done. Let it absorb, and then scrubby brush. Again, you want to scrubby brush when it comes to clear. Really, really good. That is going to be a key factor in getting rid of those clear specks. I will say that there's going to be more of a chance here since I did double dip on some of these nails. But again, do as I say, not as I do. Now, here is a fun little trick when it comes to the black staining. I am using, before I activate, I am going around my cuticles with my clear, with my glass cuticle pusher. It could be any cuticle pusher, but the glass ones they work particularly well. And I'm loosening up any of that dip that is around the cuticle that doesn't need to be there. And then I'm going in and I'm activating it. So we've loosened it up some. We've separated the cuticle from the actual dip base once again before activating, so we can make sure and get all of this off. And here I am using a metal file because it's fine grit, it's not going to hurt you, and it's so thin that you can get in this line between the dip and your cuticle and still have it look like a fresh mani. And I am literally holding that flat to my skin, and I am filing any of that dip that got on my skin. I'm filing it off. It doesn't hurt. It is easy. It comes off pretty quickly. I just am going around the cuticle. I'm kind of filing, around the whole nail, kind of shape that up as I go. And then holding the file flat on my skin as well, and just getting off any of that color that is stuck to my skin or staining it. And this is going to take care of a lot of the staining, if not all of it. It will take care of 95% of it around your nail. So this is a huge trick for taking care of any staining. Use a thin file. I do recommend a metal one. I got these at Walmart for $2, and it came in a pack of 6, I think. So really inexpensive. Dollar Tree has some too. So just find yourself a pack of these. You'll be set for a while if you get a multi-pack, and you will have clean skin when it comes to pigmented manis. And I mean, of course, you can use them with sheer colors too. It just we're talking about staining, and sheer colors don't really stain, but this is a great trick to get rid of and take care of the staining that comes with black in particular. So I'm going to be doing this on every single nail, and I'm also going to be using this file in particular to even kind of like straighten out my free edge. I know my index finger, the nail on that one does not match the rest, and I'm leaving her be because she's just been through a lot, so she's going to stay a little funky there, and just let her be, okay? That one, we're not talking about the index finger. And then after this, I am going to actually go over, I didn't need to really with this mani because everything came out pretty smooth. My application was pretty smooth and good, but I am going to be filing over this just for y'all so you can see the great picture for those of you that are beginners when it comes to dip. So here again, I am going back in with my cuticle, my glass cuticle pusher, and I'm using the pointy side again, and just going back in and really getting in there. Anything that I'm filed and loosened up even more, just kind of scraping it away, making sure that we've got that black just completely out of there, or loosened up enough for when we wash our hands that it's just gonna fall right off. And then like I said, we are going to file these nails, and that part I'll go through like pretty quick because there's nothing like too super special that I can say when it comes to filing on a black mani. It's pretty much the same. No special tricks or tips when it comes to that. Like filing the surface. So, and then here I did just have a little bit of a hangnail, like torn skin situation happening. So I just cut that off. And here again, we are just filing the surface of my nail. I am filing the whole surface, which means I am filing until around the whole nail until like the whole thing is that gray, powdered, scratched up look. Just to ensure an even surface. That is like just a filing tip all the way around on any kind of mani. Just file on the surface all around until the whole thing is scratched up looking. If it's not scratched up looking, just go across it, and that's just going to make sure that everything is pretty like smooth, even. So I do recommend that. I'm trying to straighten out this a little bit, but the best that I can. Going over my free edge again, just making sure everything is nice and pretty and kind of straight, except for that index finger. We're not talking about the index finger. We don't talk about the index finger. I'm not going to sing Bruno in that way because I don't want to get demonetized. Not that I am right now. Anyways, but nonetheless. Yeah. So we're just doing that. I am going to go over these again. So like I said, I didn't really need to file over these because my application was pretty smooth and everything, but I know like as a beginner, my application sucked and I had some bumpy, wonky nails. So for those of you that are still just learning and maybe you haven't gotten the perfection down or whatever on the application process for a smooth sailing nail, this is my filing routine, and this is what I would normally do. And then we're going to buff over all of that to get rid of some of those scratches and, again, really smooth out that nail from those scratches. I am taking my scrubby brush one more time and getting all of that dust out of there. And then we are going to activate our nails again. So this is just a full-on dip liquid mani, no gel or anything, no gel-related anything going on here. So we're going to activate our nails one more time, making sure that we get the whole thing covered. And you can already see here that like we're looking pretty good in terms of stains and stuff around our cuticles and everything, and having black dip powder someplace. Now I am going to wipe off the excess activator with my little paper towel there. And now we are going to start in on our dip top coat. For this, we are just doing just like quick 2 to 3 strokes on the nail. And then you want to wipe off your brush before entering it back into the bottle, because we do have activator, and activator hardens these things and is what helps dry it pretty quickly. And you do not want to put that activator into your bottle because it will contaminate it, and you will either struggle to use it or won't be able to use it at all. And your brush will be a goner unless you can soak it in some brush saver. So make sure to wipe your brush before you go back into the bottle. So for the second coat, we can take a little bit more time here, making sure to just really like perfect all of the things, get all around the nail, cap our free edge. This is just going to make sure, for longevity, give you that smooth feeling across the tip of your nail. And that is pretty much that, you guys. This is the video. I hope that this made sense and that this may have helped you in terms of doing darker colors. I did pick, the darkest color, black. So this is what we're looking like now. I am going to go wash my hands, and I'm going to come back with some cuticle oil on, and then you'll be able to see 100% what it looks like afterwards. So here we go. Staining on my fingers are gone. We've washed it all off, and that is that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something and that this helped you out some. And yeah, please like, comment, subscribe if you're not already, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye, bitches!